What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. Hope you're all doing very well. Season 3 is on the PTR. We are jumping into it. I was on it. I wasn't quite on it on stream yesterday, but I'm going to be on it streaming all day. If you want to come to the stream and check it out, twitch.tv/ZucoVibes. Come check it out. We're going to be talking about all the new stuff that's happening in Season 3, the new zone, everything, the new tier bonuses that are here. I'm going to talk about Ellie Shaman today, but there's so much stuff to talk about. If we go to Kazalgar, New Koresh is the new area that we're going to. It's got a whole bunch of stuff here. There's a dungeon that I can go try out. There's a lot of stuff. So come to the stream. Come check it out. Yo, I really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe on the video. I got to get some coffee. Bye. We are going to talk about Elemental Shaman today and the new tier set bonuses that we're getting. I'm going to explain how the tier set bonuses work right now. Each of the tier set bonuses will apply to whichever hero tree you have selected. So Elemental Shaman has Farseer and Stormbringer. If I switch to Farseer, my tier set bonus will change, and I will show you that in a minute when I switch to Farseer. But for now, we're on the Stormbringer one. So this is really cool because it means the tier set bonus is going to be buffing whichever hero tree you decide to play, which I think, I hope, and Blizzard hopes, I'm sure, is going to give more flexibility, more build options. Because if each hero tree is getting buffed dramatically by the tier set bonus, then maybe they're strong enough to be like equal in power. They're not always going to be perfectly equal. Someone's going to always find the best build, you know what I'm saying? But they should be closer together now, which is kind of cool, okay? Let's start out with the Stormbringer tree, and I'm going to talk about what this tier set bonus is doing, and then we'll flip to Farseer. Ascendance has a 100% chance to grant a charge of Tempest, and every 6 Awakening Storms now activates Ascendance for 6 seconds, which is so insane. Awakening Storms is this proc down here. Your Lightning Bolt and your Chain Lightning have a chance to strike your target every three times this thing actually strikes. Anyway, this is disgusting. The 2-piece is crazy. Here's the 4-piece. Nature damage is increased by 3%, and Ascendance empowers your next 2 Tempests to gather a storm above that deals 1.6 million nature damage to its target, and then reduce damage to nearby targets. So you use Ascendance after every time you use Ascendance, or every time Ascendance procs from Deeply Rooted, or from this tier set bonus. Whenever it procs or whenever you cast it, your next 2 Tempests, once you've cast that second Tempest, it'll blow up in like a big storm of damage. Okay, it's actually really cool, and it actually does a lot of damage. We can see right here, I just did a bunch of testing, or a bunch of damage on the dummies here. Storm's Eye is that 4-piece bonus, that proc that we're talking about there. Okay, that gathering of like the storm or whatever. So that's pretty insane. It's doing 6.1% of our damage just by itself. Plus this tier set bonus is proccing Ascendance all the time for us. So this is really good. I'm just gonna say it. It's really freaking good. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. I'll just go. Here we go. We'll do our Ellie. We'll pop Ascendance. That's gonna give us a Tempest proc right away. Okay, and then we'll go into Ellie Blast. There's another Tempest proc. Look at that. Imagine that. Imagine another. Oh, there's another Ascendance proc. Look at that. Every time you see fireballs exploding out of us, that's an Ascendance proc that we're getting for free. Okay, so just know that it's either Deeply Rooted or it's the tier piece. It's one or the other. There's a Tempest proc. We're gonna use it. Okay, do another Ellie Blast here. I do have Echoes of the Great Sundering. There's another proc right there. I think that was a Deeply Rooted proc, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there's another big Earthquake. We'll get our Tempest going. We have another Tempest because of course we do. Ellie Blast into an Earthquake or Frost Shock. Chain Lightning. There's another proc. That was from our tier set bonus. See what I'm saying? This just happens all the time. It's the most disgusting thing ever. It's really, really strong. I think in Mythic Plus in particular, this is just going to be insane. Like, I can't imagine you not taking this in Mythic Plus. It's so strong. It does so much damage. And just the extra Ascendance procs are crazy. Like, it's just really crazy. So, there's our damage there. I'm sitting at about 704 item level, but remember, my stats aren't necessarily correct. They're actually not bad. Whatever. It's nothing's optimal, okay? Just bear that in mind. I just want you to see how much damage this Storm's Eye does. Look at this thing. 8% of our damage. Like, this is probably going to get nerfed. I don't want to say that too loudly, but I think it's probably going to get nerfed. It's just doing way too much damage. But it's a really cool effect, and I like it, okay? That's the Stormbringer side for Ellie Shaman. Let's look at the Farseer side. Let me just do my build. Let's go new Farseer. Let's switch it up, and now I'm going to tell you what the tier set bonus does. Again, you don't have to farm multiple tier sets, okay? Don't worry about it. It's the same tier set bonus. It's just going to switch what it does automatically, okay? Ancestral Swiftness summons an empowered ancestor for 15 seconds that deals 10% increased damage and healing. Ancestral Swiftness reduces the cast time of your spells by 25%, the mana cost by 25%, and increases the recharge rate of Lava Burst. So the Lava Burst portion of that is like really for single target, right? And then the 25% cast speed is disgusting. That's like a PI or a Bloodlust. It really is. Like you're getting a little mini PI slash Bloodlust for about 8 seconds. Not very long. The duration on that could get buffed, maybe up to 10 seconds. That would feel a lot better. Blizzard, I would love to see that at 10 seconds. But anyway, you get a mini sort of Bloodlust, which is great. And then, of course, you get an extra Ancestor that's out for quite a long time. 15 seconds is a long time. If I took Heed My Call, it would buff the duration of my tier set Ancestor to 19 seconds instead of 15. So something to think about. Maybe you could want to have a buddy with you for 19 seconds every 30 seconds, right? He's only down for 11 seconds and then he's back in the game again. So that could be interesting. But right now we have a 15-second Ancestor. And then every time we summon Ancestors, we're getting our 6-second Ancestors. Whenever our Ancestors die, there's a chance that we'll get another one. That includes the one from the tier set bonus. So if he, after 15 seconds, when he perishes, he's going to cast an Elemental Blast and he might spawn another Ancestor. So there's a chance that you might just start chaining Ancestors, like a lot of them. And that's really how this build kind of works, how it functions really well. I don't know exactly what the best talent setup is going to be, but I'm going to take these talents for now. I really do think you need Liquid Magma Totem and Primordial Wave. I think those are pretty essential to the build. So we'll just give it a shot here. I do think this is going to do worse in Mythic Plus. Oh no, we have a turn up here now. Yikes. Well, it is what it is. I think we're still going to do less damage, even though we have one additional target now. But bear with me. I think that the Farseer build is going to be very, very good in raid. We'll see how it does though. Let's try it on the dummies right here. We'll do Stormkeeper, get our Ellie, do our Totem, Ascendants, Ancestors, Elemental Blast into a Chain Lightning. Then we'll do our Earthquake, and then we'll do another Elemental Blast. Look at how fast we're going right now. We're going so fast. That's the speed buff that we got from our Awakening. Sorry, Ancestral Swiftness. Holy cow. Can't talk right now. You get so much haste. More cast time is what you get. Sorry, but it's the same thing, right? You get this really like mini Bloodlust thing going on. Okay, it's really, really strong. Okay, get one of those down. Let's build some Maelstrom here, and then we'll go Ancestors. Boom. Elemental Blast. Got an Ascendance proc. That's good. Chain Lightning. Another Ellie Blast. Look how fast we're going. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning. Just you want to cast like as many spells as you possibly can inside that little window, because remember, whenever you cast a spell, the Ancestors cast a spell. So the faster that you're casting, the more damage that they're doing as well. So you get kind of both. Now you can see we're dipping below how much damage we were doing on our Storm build already, and we have an additional target. So I just want to make that pretty clear. I don't think this is as good in Mythic Plus. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it a little bit more, but I think it's definitely worse in Mythic Plus, okay? All right, we'll finish right there. You can see our Ancestors are doing an enormous amount of our damage now. I had a picture of what my Ancestors are doing right now, and it's nowhere near as much as this is right now. I'll get the picture up for you right here. There it is. So on live with my Echoes build right now, my Ancestors are doing about 16.1% of my damage, okay? Right now, they did 23% of my damage almost, which is crazy, right? Just absolutely crazy. So I think that this is a really cool bonus for the, for the Farseer tree. I just think that I think the Stormbringer one is a little bit too overpowered because you're proccing Ascendants so often. I don't mind that effect. I want that effect to stay. It's really, really cool. They probably just need to reduce the value of what you're getting a little bit there. And then they could probably buff the Farseer one a little bit more. Maybe increase the duration of the Ancestor that you have up, or maybe buff its damage. Maybe this becomes like a Super Saiyan Ancestor and he does 50% increased damage instead of 10. I don't know. They need to tweak it a little bit, I would say, because it's not quite there yet. The Storm build, I think, is still quite better. Quite better? Whatever. I can't talk right now. But those are the two choices that you have. And it's really, really cool that Blizzard is doing this. So you're going to go hunt down the tier set bonus in Season 3, and then you have a choice. Whatever content you're doing, you can basically try both builds and see what they're doing. Maybe in Raid, it's going to be so much more powerful in Raid if you have the Farseer build and you have an extra Ancestor lobbing stuff, you know, lobbing meatballs over your shoulder. I think it's going to be very cool. But in Mythic Plus, I think this Storm build is quite good. I'll do the Storm build again on 5 targets, just so you guys don't think I'm, like, cheating. Let's do this. We'll do LE Blast into an Earthquake, another LE Blast into another Earthquake. And you can see the damage is pretty good. It is pretty good, my friends. I think that this build is going to be cracking skulls in Mythic Plus for sure. I think it's very, very good. I think Echoes of the Great Sundering as well is probably just the best way to play it. I've kind of always resisted Echoes for a long time, but I think it's very, very strong. But yeah, there you can see on 5 target cleave, I think this ends up doing a lot more damage. So I think that this could just use some tweaking, a little bit of tweaking from Blizzard. I think that we just bring down the numbers a little bit on this Storm tree, and we bring up the numbers on the Farseer tree a little bit. One of the main reasons I think that this is true is because you proc Ascendance with this Storm tree, you proc Ascendance so much that I think it's actually worth it to go 3-minute Ascendance with Preeminence. Because again, you're proccing Ascendance with Deeply Rooted, and now your tier set bonus is also proccing Ascendance from all the Tempests that you're getting when you trigger the Awakening Storm. So like, the amount of procs that you're getting, you get the haste buff from Preeminence anyway. It's almost the exact same as the Farseer bonus, which gives you 25% more cast speed. You're getting that anyway with the Stormbringer one because you can take Preeminence, and whenever you're proccing Ascendance, you're getting this crazy juiced up moment. So I do think they need to look at that, Blizzard, probably, and take a look at sort of the balance there. But either way, what do you guys think about the new tier set bonuses that are coming in Season 3? I'm going to be covering like every spec. I'm going to do multiple videos a day, I think, on every single spec that's happening. And I'm going to talk about all the different synergies and how cool it is. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please let me know what you think down there. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one.